Okay, on the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Frank Cole, file number 23-03501.
Mr. Cole.
Council appearance.
Anna Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing, Your Honor.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Frank Cole.
Okay, today's the date and the time scheduled for jury trial on a loud animal. And we're ready to proceed to trial, is that correct?
Yes, we are.
And this was a matter where the offer was to amend to a misdemeanor disorderly?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And the defendant still wishes to decline that offer, correct?
That's correct.
This case number is not as old as Miss Walker, so let me call that case and see if they're proceeding at this time. You can have a seat there, you take your evidence or whatever you have in your folder with you. On the record, now in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Kayla Walker, file number is 22-03464, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
And Anna Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Kayla Walker.
Okay, today was the date set for a jury trial, and this is for an operating while intoxicated 0.17 or higher. We're ready to proceed with trial today, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Was there, we'll make sure the jury is called, we'll reset your other matter for Mr. Cole because she has the priority slot, she has a 2022 case. And we'll get Mr. Cole a new date. Are there any preliminary matters that we need to address on this file?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
I had mentioned to the court that I may file an objection to suppress. I am waiving that objection, so I have nothing at this time.
Sounds good. You can have a seat. We're gonna get the jury called in, okay? So we'll get Mr. Cole a new trial date. Okay, 8/15. Mr. Mataloni, what matter are you on?
Rutledge and Lowry.
We're having a jury trial today, so. Are your clients here?
Mr. Rutledge is not, because it wasn't scheduled till 9:30.
Okay.
And Mr. Lowry is, just checking. I gotta go do a plea in front of them.
Okay. Mr. Lee, your client's Cole is gonna be May 20th, 8/15. No problem.
Your Honor, you can call anyone.
I'm gonna call the people that are here. There's some people online.
All right, I gotta go do that. I'll come back.
On the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Gino Devonte Garcia. File number is 24-00279. Yeah, for the record.
Anna Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing, Your Honor.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Gino Garcia.
Okay. What's going on here? Okay, the matter was reset. There is a driving unlicensed. He had a disobeyed traffic signal that defaulted, so he owes $155 on that matter. How are you proceeding on the driving unlicensed?
I believe that Mr. Garcia reports that he has obtained his permit, and and does need to take the road test and get his license reinstated. So we'd be looking for an adjournment to give him time to take the road test.
When is he scheduled for a road test?
Mr. Garcia, do you have the road test scheduled already?
Yeah, I should be taking it this week.
For May 6th at 10.
May 6th at 10. Do you have any questions for the court today, Mr. Garcia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, don't forget to pay your $155 on the disobeyed traffic sign. Looks like the magistrate gave you till May 17th on that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem, you're all set for today.
Okay.
What do we have sitting back here? Waiting for court, Mr. Lee?
Okay. I have Maya Bagwell. And Eliana Lopez.
On the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ramaya Bagwell, file numbers 24-00818, 24L2832281. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city.
Ms. Bagwell, you can stand next to your attorney. Have your appearance, please.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee appearing on behalf of Ramaya Bagwell.
Okay, Ms. Bagwell, today's date and time that was scheduled. There is a driver while license suspended and an expired plate. However, did she get a fingerprint?
Yeah, I just got them done.
Okay. Was there an offer on this?
Your Honor, there's no offer at this time. I did receive an email late over the weekend or Friday that she allegedly obtained her license. I had yet to see.
That is the circumstance, Your Honor. Ms. Bagwell has obtained her driver license and she is working on the registration for the car. She has her license here with her today, but we will present those proofs to the city attorney.
Can you show the city attorney her license?
So therefore, Your Honor, we're asking for a short adjournment so that she can get the registration on the car and then hopefully these charges will be dismissed.
What's the offer?
It would be dismissal of all charges.
If she-
Found.
Okay. How long is it gonna take you to get the plate fixed?
Well, I get paid for my job on Friday, so I can go on Friday. Get it done.
May 6th at 10. May 6th at 10. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing to the defense.
You're all set, Ms. Bagwell. We'll get you a copy of your notice to appear.
Okay.
Record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ileana Lopez, file number 24-00606. Council appearance.
Your Honor, Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee appearing on behalf of Ilania Lopez.
Is it Ileana? Thank you. Okay, today's the date and time that's scheduled for a pretrial and driving unlicensed. Was there an offer on this?
Yes, Your Honor, and at this time, the city would move to dismiss the charge as proof of her valid license.
Dismiss is granted. You're all set. Okay. I don't see anybody present for Jamie Scruggs. He's no one in the hallway, correct? Who's handling that matter?
Mr. Lowry is
Scruggs?
No, he said something about Mr. Lowry.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Lowry's in the hallway. Scruggs is not.
yeah, I'm looking for Scruggs. Let's see, why am I looking for Scruggs? Right, show cause, okay. Mr. Staples on that matter?
He typically is, but given the circumstances this morning, it's my intention to handle any closed matters.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jamie Lou Scruggs, file number 2400136441, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
I see Mr. Driver is present in full compliance via Zoom. The matter was scheduled today for a full compliance show cause hearing at 8:30. It's currently 8:46. No one's appeared on behalf of Jamie Scruggs. There was a order in my file that was previously prepared, and that is indicating that the defendant failed to correct the zoning violations and requesting a order entry for a fine of $250 for first offense. And that was dated, prepared by Mr. Staples. That's still how the city wishes to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Need another date.
May 13th at 11.
I'm not sure if they want 30 days. or not. I'm going for- You want another date,
Your Honor.
30 days out?
Your Honor, if we could do more like 2 weeks,
Okay.
I think we're probably advancing towards looking for an order to take whatever measures on the part of the city of this. It's not.
It's on 11th.
Yeah,
May 13th at 11.
thank you.
Any additional matters for the record on this part?
No, Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you, Mr. Driver.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Martinez. Have you seen Augustin Martinez Baca? Why is it set for a hearing institution?
Your Honor, I can address that.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Augustin Martinez Baca, council appearance.
I mean, no, we have to speak, Nancy, Your Honor. If I may,
Yes.
this matter was a misdemeanor that was pled down to a civil infraction with an agreement that Mr. Augustin would pay restitution. I did subsequently get that amount to him, and he did agree in writing to me to pay that of $315. He emailed me on Friday to say that he couldn't be in court today. I believe he did contact the court, but I told him I could not accept, do any actions on his client's behalf, so I'm not sure how you wish to address the matter.
And he's gotta appear.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
And he knew what time it was gonna be set because he was here when we said it. So I don't know how he didn't know that he had his son's graduation. Oh, we got it.
Thank you.
May 13th at 11. Okay, and I think Mr. Magaloni will speak to you on Lowry. Someone just, I'm assuming that's for Boyer that they logged into the Polycom, but they haven't.
Okay.
Mr. Barr, I'm just gonna put you in the waiting room, until the judge is ready to call your case because of the background noise that's going on.
Okay.
Bauer.
Yes.
On the record, in the matter or matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Matthew Bauer, file numbers TT 2301 7998 and 22L2 735541. Let's see, Mr. Bauer, these are show causes. Because you owe $108 on a parking zone violation and $102 on an expired meter. I see you're in custody. How long are you going to be in custody?
I'm gonna be in here until I get sentenced on my case May 6th, and then they're taking me to prison.
Okay, you're expecting to serve a prison at the Michigan Department of Corrections?
Correct.
Okay, well, I'll note that on the file. And we'll make other payment arrangements. You're all set, okay?
Okay.
Given the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Erica Gray, I have file numbers TT 22010444 and TT 22014774. Mr. Gray, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, today's the day set for show cause. I do have two citations here for parking violations. You owe $96 on one, $102 on the other. When are you gonna pay these?
I can pay them by the end of the month. When I had called to ask for an extension, she told me that, or not she, I'm sorry, it was a gentleman. He had told me that I had to wait to reach out to the courts in order to have that happen, and I didn't know how to proceed with that. But if I could have to the end of the month, Your Honor.
Today's the 29th.
I meant the end of May.
Okay, I'll note that you'll make payment by May 31st.
Okay.
You know how to make payment, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'll note that on both files. You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Ricky Earl Lowry, file number 24-00783, council appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Daniel Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Morning, Mike Mataloni on behalf of Mr. Lowry.
Okay. Here's the date set for a pretrial on failure to stop after property damage accident. Was there an offer on this or how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor, the city made an offer of amending the charge to careless driving.
How's your client want to proceed?
You'll be responsible for careless driving.
The fine is $215. Are you paying that today?
Come down to it.
Can you have till the end of the week, just to be sure?
I hope that you'll pay by Friday. No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
You need him to wait or just come back and pay?
Just come back. Okay. Thank you. While waiting for court. What's your name?
Arthur.
Need Mr. Lee. Okay. Record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Nicholas Rutledge, file number 23-03579, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Brien, on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Morning, Mike Mataloni on behalf of Mr. Rutledge.
Okay, Mr. Rutledge, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, today was the date that was scheduled for a pre-trial on an operating while having a blood alcohol content of 0.17 or higher. That was set for a plea, actually. Are we proceeding with the plea today?
No, Judge, I need to speak to somebody at the city attorney's office. Got permission from this young lady to speak to a higher up, better off.
Are we set for further plea negotiations?
Yes, ma'am.
The 13th and 11th.
May 13th at 11.
Oh, it's.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set for today, Mr. Rutledge.
Thank you.
That's up to you. I mean, you can talk to Joe Root, or you can talk
Oh,
to
yeah,
current
okay.
interim city attorney Greg Benford.
Okay, thank you. You can go, Mr. Rutledge. I don't know if he can hear me.
He can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Greg Wells, Tanner. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Sergio Archer, file number 22-00358, council appearance.
And O'Brien on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Sergio Archer.
Okay, Mr. Archer, today was the date and time set for a pre-trial. This was reset because you needed a new intake That's your last court date so that the public defender can be appointed. This is for a no opt. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the city attorney informed us that she believed that he would be able to get his license reinstated. He went down to the Secretary of State and they told him they would not be able to reinstate his license until 2025. So there's a little bit of a disconnect and doesn't look like he will be able to get his license after all. So what we're asking for is a short adjournment to where we can maybe work out some sort of allow him to resolve this.
May 13th at 11. May 13th at 11. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the defense.
You're all set. We'll get you a copy of your notice to appear. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Brad Robeson, file number 230013761, council comments.
Morning, Your Honor. Amanda Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Today was the date that we set this for a show cause for code compliance. We do have Meredith Johnson present from the office, the code compliance office. There's no one present on behalf of Brad Robertson, and they've been defaulted 3 times already. How do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, the city is seeking an order that we are happy to prepare, ordering the owner to remove the structure in question.
I'll note that in the file. Court will request an order to be prepared by the city attorney's office.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record on this file?
No, Your Honor.
You're all set. Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Thank you.
No problem. They are putting a on.
She's pretty.
Did you see Robert Foote? Have we seen Robert Foote?
I received a call from Mr. Foote this morning. That is to say, our office received a call from Mr. Foote this morning. He informed us that he is out of town, and will not be able to attend today.
Did you talk to your client?
When I talked to him last week, he was prepared to come in and make a plea today. We had a deal worked out with the city attorney, and he was going to come in and make his plea. I have no idea where he's at. He's out of town. This is all about.
Did you call him this morning and you didn't see him?
No, I got a message from my receptionist at the office about half an hour ago that said that he had called and said that he was out of town and not going to be able to make.
Aside from the fact that court dates aren't negotiations, we have a whole Zoom option. He's decided to take the position that he was not going to appear, even with the convenience of the ability to appear via Zoom. So I will issue a bench warrant and a remand order to see the judge.
No, thank you.
Thank you. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus John Yang. File number 24-00495, counsel appearance.
Your Honor, Amanda Boyle, on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of John Yang.
Yeah. Give me that file. She passes that. Nope, Yang.
I ran it in the office.
Off the record on that one, while he grabs the file. On the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Leah Jocelyn Hadding. File numbers 24L2835232, 24L2835233, 24L2835501, 24L2835231, counsel appearance.
Your Honor, Amanda Boyle, on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender John Lee appearing on behalf of Leah.
Okay, we reset this matter because the city was not previously satisfied with some of the proofs that were submitted, and we were going to attempt to get additional proof submitted to the city. How we proceed?
We were able to provide additional proofs to the city, Your Honor. The city attorney has extended an offer to Ms. Hattie whereby she will plead guilty to no ops and to the civil infraction, speeding more than 5 over, and the city will drop the drove unregistered and uninsured.
Mr. Boyle, that's accurate.
That is your honor.
Reason dismissed driving unregistered vehicle with no insurance. And then your client, Ms. Haddon, is going to plead guilty to failure to display a valid license.
That's correct.
Okay, Ms. Haddon, can you unmute your device?
Yes.
You want to plead guilty to the failure to display a valid license?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And the failure to display a valid license, also called a no ops, it's a misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines. You do have the right to have a trial that is on this matter, and you have the right to have a jury trial. At the time of your trial, you have the right to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the city prove your guilt at trial by proving each element of the charge of no ops beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent, not have silence be used against you at your trial, or you can waive your right to silence and testify on your own behalf. You also can call witnesses to testify for you at your trial, or you can present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you. Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, ma'am.
You also have the right to see, hear, or question any of the witnesses the city calls to testify against you as to the failure to display a valid license. Plead.
I plead guilty.
Anybody threatening you to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Any promises being made to you to get you to give up your rights and plead guilty to the charge?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
On a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hattie, were you driving on or about January 18th, 2024 upon Mount Hope at or near Beale Road?
Yes.
Okay, and that's in the city of Lansing, county of Ingham, state of Michigan, correct?
Yes.
And you were pulled over by a police officer at that time?
Yes.
And when the police officer asked you for your driver license, you did not have your driver license and failed to present it to him, correct?
Yes, correct.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the city?
No, your honor, city is satisfied.
Does she have a valid license?
No, she doesn't.
Fine, it's $200. Accept your plea. I find her plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. And the fine on the speeding 1 through 5 says she was. It says she was charged 31 and a 30 for the speeding.
That's what it is. Yeah.
The speeding, she was 1 mile over the speed limit. So I have to put what the 1 to 5 is.
That's what it says on the ticket, John.
If you go down, Your Honor, to the remarks section below, it states 44 miles per hour and 30 mile per hour zone. Taken at a distance of 244.5 feet on the ticket itself.
So we have to put, I still need to put a speeding 1 to 5 on here. I want to know what speed you want me to use, so.
The remarks portion indicates that she's going 40.
So you want me to do a 44
And
and a 30, because that's not going to be 1 to 5, and the clerk's office is going to indicate that they need something in that range.
however the court wishes to proceed, if you'd like to use the 31, you can use 31.
So there's no objection to that from the city. Okay, you're fine on that. It's 135, then you have a $200 fine. When are you gonna pay those, ma'am?
I have about 150 that I could pay today. I do have to work, so I might be able to have to pay it tomorrow morning. Actually, I get paid, so I should be able to pay about 200 today. I get paid weekly. I do have other expenses like rent and things that I could pay every week on Monday. I could pay towards that.
Okay, how much are you gonna pay this week?
I can pay 200 by tomorrow.
And
Actually,
then,
yeah. What time does the court? I'm sorry.
what's your question?
I was wondering what time the court opens where I could pay. I work from 9:30 to 7:30 tomorrow, so I was just trying to see where I could fit that in.
You can pay at the criminal traffic window. They open at 8 o'clock in the morning. Or you can go online and make a payment if you'd like. There is a service fee if you pay online, okay?
Okay. I
And
can pay
then,
200 by tomorrow.
Okay, I'll note that you'll pay 200 this week, and then you'll have a balance of 135 on the speeding ticket. When will you pay that? Next week, or you need more time?
I would probably within a few weeks after tomorrow. I'd try to split it up if you guys wouldn't mind.
Okay, I'll note you'll pay that within 30 days. Any additional matters for record today?
No,
Your
ma'am.
Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Ms. Hatting.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Lindsay Anderson?
Sorry, yes, ma'am.
Are you looking for a court date?
No, actually, I was advised, I am a foster care worker with an agency, and I was told that there was a client going to be here today, so I was just going to be here to see what occurred.
You might have the wrong court. Which court are you looking for?
I was told that it would be through this court, so I will reach back out.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus John Yang, I have the file, and that is file number 24-00495. Council appearance.
Your Honor, Emmanuel Boyle on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of John Yang.
Okay, Mr. Yang, today's date for pretrial, it's for furnishing false information. This matter was reset 30 days out because he had pending felonies. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Yang does have the felony still pending. I've been in contact with his attorney on the felony file, Mr. Stephen Mills. He tells me that he's trying to work out a plea deal that would get Mr. Yang into treatment and also get this misdemeanor charge dismissed. They are still in negotiations. He is next scheduled to be in court for his felony file on June 17th.
Okay, we'll reset.
June 24th at 9:30.
June 24th at 9:30. Mr. Young, you have any questions for the court on this file?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing to sit here.
Nothing for the defense. Your Honor.
We're all set. Good evening, Mr. Lee. You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Dennis Madison Lee. File number is 22-01779, council appearance.
Morning, Your Honor, Amanda Boyle on behalf.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Dennis Lee.
Okay, Mr. Lee, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a pre-trial, and it's for a driving while license is not valid. I don't even know if there was an offer extended because Mr. Lee, this might be his first time he's seen him. Was there an offer on this?
There was not, Your Honor, as representation was unclear.
And then there was indications to the court, Mr. Lee, the defendant, Mr. Lee, that you want to represent yourself. Is that correct?
Sure.
It's not sure, it's yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, and so you understand that you're being charged with the no ops. It's a misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fine. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand your right to be represented by counsel. If you can't afford one, one can be appointed to you, which one was appointed in this matter to represent you. You can waive your right. You have the right to represent yourself if that's what you want to do. And you want to invoke your right to represent yourself in this misdemeanor?
I didn't know I had an attorney already.
You do. It's Mr. Lee. He's standing here in the courtroom.
Okay. I guess I will go with my attorney.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm confused. Have you spoken to him? Okay. Why not?
My office informed me that he didn't want to utilize our services according to my notes. On April 25th, he advised our office that he wanted to proceed pro per. That was the conversation I had in my his conversation.
Yes.
His conversation with our office was on April 19th.
Okay, I do see where he requested to represent himself on April 14th when he was arraigned on a bench warrant.
Yes.
However, your office already entered an appearance prior to that. Your office should be well aware, that includes your boss, that you can't just decide that you don't represent him anymore because of that.
Yes, and that was my understanding. And so the next conversation I had with Mr. Lee was to inform him of his Anderson rights, but I had not had a chance to have that conversation.
Okay, well, it looks like he's retracting that statement. He says he wants representation now. Correct, Mr. Lee?
Correct.
Okay. There's no offer in this matter. You have the right to proceed to a trial, or which means you have the right to have a jury come in and have this require the city prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt, or you can plead guilty. I would not even lightly consider resetting this for him to go and get a license because he's missed court 6 times on the same file. So, how do you want to proceed? Do you want your trial or do you want to plead guilty?
I'm gonna plead guilty, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do. Yes.
You can put your hand down. I've advised you of your rights to trial in this matter, and you have the right to remain silent and not have that silence be used against you. You can require the city prove each element of the charge of no ops beyond a reasonable doubt at your trial. You can cross-examine any of the witnesses they intend to call against you. You can waive your right to silence at your trial and testify on your own behalf if you choose. You can subpoena witnesses to testify for you at your trial, or you can present evidence at trial that you believe show a defense to the charge of no ops. And those are all rights that you would have to give up in order to plead guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
You want to give those rights up today?
Yes.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give those rights up and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Any promises being made to you if you plead guilty?
I didn't hear the last question.
Anybody make any promise to you if you plead guilty to the charge?
No.
You're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily
Yes, I am.
as to the charge of no ops or operating while licensed invalid. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Can I have a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lee, on or about June 29th, 2022, were you driving on Kalamazoo at or near Cedar?
Yes,
And that's in the city of Lansing, the county of Ingham, the state of Michigan, correct?
correct.
And you were pulled over by a police officer at that time, correct?
Correct.
And when asked for your driver license, you failed to produce and show a driver license to the police officer, correct?
That is correct.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the city?
Your Honor, the city is satisfied.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find it to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. He's, again, had multiple bench warrants on this. We taken him into custody, arraigned him, and then the last time I had to remand him just to get him here. So he's more than 14 days of credit. So I'll credit him time served. He's all set. You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and I think you should have at least received the instructions before trial.